Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is another get ready with me style tutorial, and it is on this soft bronze smoky eye. So yeah, let's get started. Today I want to start with my eyebrows, so I'm just brushing through them with a spoolie, and I'm going to fill them in with my Anastasia Dipbrow pomade in the shade dark brown. So I always start with my pomade doing a line underneath my eyebrows just so I know where to start, and I want this to be the only kind of harsh line on my brows, so I'm just doing that, taking it all the way to the tail. And now I'm just filling it on top, going in the same direction that my hairs go, so I'm trying to make it look as, well, not natural because it's not exactly a natural brow, it's quite glam, but as natural as I possibly can without making it look too drawn on and fake. And for the front of my brows, I don't take any additional product, I just kind of brush through them a little bit, I kind of leave them alone mostly. I mostly focus on the tail of my brow because that's where most of like the patchiness in my brows are, and that's where there's more gaps, so I'm just really focusing on getting that tail perfect. I just love the difference that filling in your brows makes. You can see how different it is there between one brow that is done and one that isn't. Once I've done filling it in, I just brush through it again with the spoolie that's on the end of the brush, and I think this is an Anastasia No. 7 brush. And now I'm just going to like define my brows using a bit of concealer. So I'm taking the Zoeva brow line brush and my Nars creamy concealer in the shade Vanilla, and I'm just outlining the underside of my brows just to make them stand out a little bit more and clean up any mistakes, just to sharpen out the shape of my brows. And then I'm going to set them with my trusty Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. This seriously makes your brows not go anywhere. My brows tend to go all over the place if I don't set them, but this sticks them down so they're exactly where they're supposed to be. And now it's onto the eyes, so I'm going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the shade Eden as always. And I'm just blending that in with a concealer buffer brush. To set that, I'm just taking Vanilla Bean from Makeup Geek and just packing this all over the lid and all the way up to the brow bone. This just creates a nice blank canvas for the rest of my shadows, so they go in smoothly and blend so much better. And I'm just going to zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing with my eyes a little bit clearer. For my initial crease shade, I'm taking Bake Sale from Makeup Geek. So this is one of their newer shadows for the fall time. So I'm taking that on a Sigma Taper Blending E35 brush and just packing this into the crease. I love this shade because it's like warm, but it's not overly warm. It's kind of got a light, it's just a nice light brown, but it's a little bit, gives a little bit of warmth to the crease. So I loved using this. So just take a little bit of time and then just keep going in and building it up, just to build up the intensity of this shade in the crease. I don't want to go in too heavy at the start because then it makes it too difficult to blend, but taking a little bit and then just adding it in on layers really works so much better. And then I'm just doing exactly the same on the other eye. Now I'm just taking a clean Sigma E40 just to blend out the edges of the shadow and get rid of any harsh lines. Next I'm going with Psychic, which is another one of Makeup Geek's new fall shades. So I'm taking this on a soft definer, I think, from Zoeva. I'll leave all my brushes listed in the description box below, but yeah, I'm just taking this on that brush, I believe that's what it's called anyway, and I'm just focusing this on the outer corner of the eye. I wanted it to be a very soft smoky eye but very warm, so I wanted the colour to be quite blown out in the crease. I didn't want it to be too like stuck in the immediate crease area. I wanted it to be quite high up and blown out, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just packing it on and blending it out quite high up. Again with this shade, I'm going to light it first and then building up in layers, just so I'm not going in too heavy at the very beginning when I start applying it, because that's when it makes it really difficult to blend it out. So I'm just blending that out with the same brush I used to apply Bake Sale in the crease, which I've just realised wasn't a Sigma E35, it was actually a Zoeva 228 Luxe crease brush. So yeah, that is the brush that I used to apply that, and it's what I'm using to blend out the edges. And then also blending out the edges with the same Queen Sigma E40. Yeah, if I can get that out. And now I'm just going with the lid shade, which I was pointing at the wrong one, but it's actually Pocket Change, which is another one of the new Makeup Geek shades. This is a gorgeous bronze shimmer. It's not a foiled, but it is a gorgeous shimmery shade, and I loved it. I've never actually used it before, but yeah, I think it's beautiful. So I'm just packing that all over the lid using a Real Techniques shader brush. And just blending that together with the colours in the crease using the same Luxe Soft Definer that I used to apply Sidekick, I believe. Next I'm taking the shade Cabin Fever, also from Makeup Geek, like all my individual shadows are, on a Zoeva Luxe Eye Blender. So I'm just packing this on the very outer corner to add a little bit of depth. Again, I'm blending this all together using the same Luxe Soft Definer that I used earlier. Next it's time for mascara, and I wanted to skip falsies today, so I'm going in with the Maybelline The Rocket Volume Mascara in the waterproof version. So I applied that after pulling my lashes. And now it's time for highlight, so I'm going in with Shimma Shimma from Makeup Geek and just highlighting my brow bone. Now it's time for skin, so I'm taking the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Liquid Foundation in the shade R220, I believe that's what it is. And then I'm taking 2 pumps of that in the back of my hand and then mixing it with the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Celestial. So this is how I've been enjoying using this product lately. As I mentioned in, I can't remember what one of my latest videos it was, but I've been struggling with how to use these. So yeah, I think it was actually my Get Out Of Me Fall Glam, I think. Yeah, this is how I've been enjoying using this product, because I find that it mixes really well with this foundation in particular. So I'm just blending that into the skin using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I think this highlighter product really gives a nice luminosity to the skin. I think I really like how it blends with this foundation, but I've also, since filming this video, been trying to use these products on their own, like as an actual highlighter, like how they're intended to be used, and I've enjoyed them a lot more than I did the first couple of times I tried them. So I will have another tutorial coming with that soon. But it's on to concealer now, so I'm taking the Nars Radiant Cream Concealer, and I think this is the shade Vanilla. And I'm just patting this on underneath my eyes and blending it out with a mini Beauty Blender sponge. going to set my concealer with my favourite thing of life at the moment, which is the RCMA No Colour Powder, and I'm just baking underneath my eyes a little bit using the Real Techniques Miracle Eraser Sponge, I think it's called, but it's from their new complexion sponges collection, and these are my favourite ones that they have released. I love it, and this is what I love to use it for. And now while that is baking, it's time to contour. This whole bit is like kind of out of focus. It was really infuriating me when I came to edit, so I'm really sorry about that. But I'm contouring using the Makeup Geek contour powder in the shade Breakup, and my favourite brush ever, which is the Sigma F05 small contour brush. I think this is essential to contour. I love it so much. I've been trying to push it on to like everyone that's like I don't want to speak to. I love this brush. I think it makes contouring so easy and I love it. I'm also taking this Breakup shade a little bit onto my forehead just to contour it there a little bit too. For blush, I decided to go with a Nars blush in the shade Dipbrow, and I had a little bit of trouble opening it, but I'm applying that using the Real Techniques Bold Metals blush brush, which is my favourite. I think it's the perfect size for my cheeks. I love it so much. And now it's time to dust off that bake. Once I've dusted off that loose powder, I like to take whatever's left on the brush and just kind of blend everything together. I kind of set around about my nose and on my forehead and chin, and I also make sure my blush and contour is blended as it should be. Next is back to finish off the eyes. I'm taking the shade Sidekick again. I'm taking that on I think it's a Luxe Petite eye blender from Zoeva, and I'm just using that to smoke out the lower lash line. Blending that out with the same Sigma E40 that I used earlier. Now to deepen up the lower lash line, I'm going back in with Cabin Fever on a pencil brush and just putting that as close to the lower lash line as I possibly can get, just to intensify that a little bit. And again, blending that out with my Sigma E40. Now it's time for mascara on my lower lashes. For highlight, I'm going back into my old favourite, which is that glow kit from Anastasia. So this is the shade Sunburst. So I'm applying that to my cheekbones with a Real Techniques setting brush, like I always do. And obviously I need to keep building this shade up until my cheekbones are reflective, and so I look like a little glow baby. I love this shade so much and I would dip my whole face in it if I could, but until that is acceptable I will just keep applying more and more to my cheekbones. I also use the same Sunburst shade to highlight my Cupid's bow. And I highlighted my nose with it as well, so everything that ties in together. Next, taking a petite pencil brush from Zoeva and that same Sunburst shade, I highlighted the inner corners of my eye as well. So that's the eyes done, and now it's on to the lips. So I'm taking the Marc Jacobs gloss in the shade Sugar Sugar. I love this gloss, it's the perfect nude pink and it's so thick and opaque and pigmented, it's gorgeous. So I'm just applying this all over my lips. And then the last step is just setting my whole face with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. So that is the makeup done, so I'm just taking my hair out of its little clips and shaking it out. And that is the look complete. I'm really happy with this soft bronze smoky eye turned out. I loved using some of the newer Makeup Geek shadows for the very first time. They are gorgeous. I'll leave links to those on Beauty Bay in the description box below, and all our products will be listed as well. So please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please say hi in the comments. I reply to everything, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to be notified of any future uploads if you haven't already. And yeah, so I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!